Come on down to Smoke Joe's Crack Pipe Emporium and get your free drug paraphernalia. Make sure to ask for the Hunter limited edition crack pipe so you can feel like an overly pampered, privileged white man while becoming incredibly high. We have pipe and smoking kits of every shape and size to fit your smoking needs and make sure you feel that racial equity. Don't forget the needles and syringes in convenient shareable packs of 100. We're here for all your getting high needs. Just come on down, man, to Smokin' Joe's Crack Pipe Emporium, located at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington, D.C. Just look for the big White House. That's Smokin' Joe's Crack Pipe Emporium for all your getting high needs.
The opinions voiced on the Raw are those of the hosts and the callers and not necessarily represent the views and opinions of KTOX and Ruben Broadcasting, or its advertisers. The opinions should be considered as the ramblings of raving lunatics.
You're listening to The Raw with Henry and Miss Raw, brought to you by Pirate Web Radio Productions, Ruben Broadcasting, along with KTOX 1340 AM and 92.9 FM, the Tri-State's undisputed talk leader.
We the people, and all we do, reserve the right to scream, fuck you! Wear your mask, take your pills, now a whole generation's mentally ill. Man, fuck Fauci. But COVID's near, it's coming to town. We gotta act quick, shut our borders down. Joe Biden does, the media embraces. Big Doc does it and they call him racist. We the people. Let's go red. We the people.
Oh, yeah! And welcome. It is the Raw special edition tonight. We are going to be watching together along with you. Hi, I'm whoever the hell I am. That's whoever the hell that is. And not guarding the sacred phone number right now because we're not going to be taking any phone calls until after the State of the Union address.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Well, because we get into weird conversations on the phone. That's fine. But we will be taking your phone calls after the State of the Union address. I'll put the phone number back up there so you have it. Anyway, it is Raw. I'm your host with Moses, Miss Misty Ann Hansen. Of course, that's Henry and Tundra. And tonight we're going to be watching a State of the Union address being given out by Potato Biden.
Mm-hmm.
We also have. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? We also have State of the Union bingo tonight. You want to play State of the Union bingo? Hello, Henry. Are you there?
Okay. How do you do that?
Are you there, Henry?
I'm
Hello?
here.
I can't hear you. I can hear you now.
I'm here. Okay.
How do you do that? Well, first you have to have the State of the Union bingo card.
B-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G-O,
Yeah,
bingo
there we
was
go.
his name. Oh.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, so we'll have State of the Union bingo tonight. And here's the card. Okay, so screen capture it. Remember it, because we're going to be doing that tonight. Okay, so he is set to start in about 10 minutes. Okay, that's assuming they can get him out of the limo. That's assuming they can get him into. That's assuming he can walk up the short flight of stairs to the podium. And it also depends on how many ghosts
On
you
his own.
decide to shake hands with. What was that, Henry? I didn't hear you.
I said, yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. What's interesting?
I said, that's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting that if he's going to be able to do it without shaking hands to nobody.
No, ghosts, dead people. Because, of course, he talks to dead prime ministers and stuff like that.
The ones that voted for him.
Well,
the ones that voted for him. That's right.
That too. But he's been known to go off and shake hands with people that we can't see, aren't there?
Yeah, and I've been dead for decades.
You've been dead for decades?
No, and that have been dead for decades.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I understand.
He just talked to him.
Yeah,
just
well,
the other day, I just talked to him.
You're kind of skipping out on me here.
Is it? You want me to reboot my computer?
No, you just you go ahead and it'll stabilize here in a few minutes, I'm sure.
Okay.
So what do you expect out of the State of the Union tonight?
I expect him to fumble. I expect him to really fuck up bad enough to where they're going to consider running another person.
What do you expect him to talk about? Or attempt to talk about?
Abortion.
Mm-hmm.
Abortion. Very little border. He's going to say something about the border, but it's going to be very little. He's going to run on abortion, and he's going to probably blame Trump for the border.
Okay.
But he's going to say our economy is one of the best it's ever been, and he's going to lie out of his ass.
Okay. All right. Well, those are pretty good predictions. Now, I play on Twitter and X quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I do, and every now and again I run across an article that somebody's written that just kind of hits me right there. And and one did tonight. We're going to go through it. She says, "I'm tired of the distractions, the gaslighting, the straight up lies. How about you? Have you had enough yet? If not, what more are you willing to suffer? I do not care about Tyler, Travis, Barbara, Betty, Stephen, or Rob. Those that threaten to leave if he wins, no one other than your Pilates instructor or Botox pusher will miss you. Good riddance. It's not an airport. You don't need to announce your departure. Just go. No, Karen, the economy is not doing well. The border is not closed. We are seeing illegals at our grocery stores while we are struggling to buy produce and protein. Our children, men, women, veterans, and seniors have been brutalized, raped, murdered, and victimized. Instead of the George Floyd justice and policing policy, perhaps the Lycan Hope Riley secure border and something rotation executive order, or I'm sorry, deportation executive order. Yeah. One of the things, all right, that's really pissing me off about this is that social media companies have been censoring words like deportation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it's nuts. Executive order would be the responsible and appropriate action. The National Guard, I read this today. The National Guard is patrolling the New York City subway systems.
That's not
the National fucking Guard.
That's not their job.
It is now.
Their job is to protect our borders. That's border security.
No, that's
Homeland Security. Well, no, that's
security.
National Guard. That's security at home.
Yeah, that's security at home.
Yeah.
Anyway, national security, once tightly woven, impenetrable shield, is now threadbare Band-Aid. We are under attack intentionally, with our military being repeatedly targeted, nationally with our streets infiltrated by criminals, and now the latest movement of anti-colonizers, colleges refusing to acknowledge anti-Semitism, our borders overrun with unvetted, unvaccinated, military-age men with no intentions of assimilating. From October 7th, we've seen videos of the Israeli victims and the horrific atrocities committed by Hamas. Watched live the bombings from reporters on the ground. There is no question of the war that is raging, and yet demands for a ceasefire reverberate daily in contrast to Ukraine. Why aren't we asking for a ceasefire in Ukraine? That's a damn good question. Functions of our government are lobbying for hundreds of billions in tax dollars to be pledged and sent to Ukraine, not our border. Where's the news footage? Why are there no reporters on the ground? Why are there no demands for a ceasefire in Ukraine? I think I just asked that. Americans were savagely abducted and murdered in Israel, not Ukraine. It's been 152 days. 152 days, and Americans are still held in Gaza. The deafening drumbeat of the danger to democracy is repeated in unison, verbatim. No, we are a constitutional republic, not a democracy. The actual threat to our Constitution, the document that restricts government, not citizens' rights. This is a list of manufactured terms to normalize fringe or abhorrent behavior, and is longer than a CVS receipt. MAPS, cis, non-binary, gender fluid, pregnant person, menstruating males. Climate crisis, voter ID is racist. Assault weapons, green energy. DEI, CRT, white guilt, etc., 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 ad nauseum. I added that last part.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, the thing is, that's true.
Yeah.
We have all these brand spanking new made up words that don't do anything to bring us together, just further divide us. Because they're nonsense and they don't mean anything. We are at a precipice, teetering between common sense and common good. I'm tired of our president attacking citizens, demoralizing those with opposing political affiliations. We've been labeled radical, extremists, supremists, deplorables, cultists, racists, Christian nationals, dangerous, violent, and a threat to democracy. You're goddamn right I'm a threat to democracy. Because I will uphold the fucking republic. Oh, did I say that out loud? I said the quiet part out loud. I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for? Don't be sorry. Fuck
Well, it's I said the quiet part out loud. Anyway, use your voice, push back, call out publicly the propaganda. Hold our local, state, and federal officials accountable today and on election day. Don't succumb to voter apathy. That's my standing ovation for that.
There you go.
Anyway, that was rather good. I enjoyed when I saw that earlier today. I said, "Oh man, that's going to get read before the State of the Union."
Now there's another prediction I have that Joe Biden's not going to use the word Lincoln Riley, but he's going to use George Floyd's name.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, the House of Representatives just passed the Lincoln Riley bill.
I know
tonight.
I know. And let's see if he'll mention something about it.
I'll bet you're right. I bet you they don't. Anyway, there's that. There, the justices are filing in.
They're justicing in. There's the white. Yes. There's the whites. There's the white people. They're dressed in white.
They're all dressed in white again.
That's the abortionists. I'm surprised they don't have. I'm surprised they don't have blood on them.
I have no idea. I'm sure there's sound. Yeah, there's some sound, but nothing worthwhile. But I have a feeling, Henry, and I don't like this. I don't like this at all. But I feel it's going to be a bunch of BS, especially touting how well he's put together the economy after 4 years of disastrous Trump policies. By the way, if you can't hear the sarcasm in my voice, let me put that to you more plainly. He's going to lie about it.
It's going to be bullshit.
Exactly. Bullshit.
Yeah. And, you know, I am still predicting that he's going to come out and fumble, and they're going to consider putting somebody else in to run for president.
I think you are correct as well. I think you're correct as well.
I think if they were, the Democratic Party was smart about it, they would.
They would have months ago.
Yes. And
but
they're not.
The problem is we have this chick over here. This cackling fool.
Yeah. The POSVP.
I don't know if she. I don't know. She seems to me to be just. I think she was picked because she's that much of a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I think so too.
I
think so too. It's like, well, this is going to make me look better.
About it because he is a bumbling idiot.
Yeah, it's like, well, he deserves it. It's his turn.
He deserves it. His turn. We.
This is their logic. I'm just speaking to the Democratic Party.
We do not run a kingdom here, okay? There isn't a line.
I understand that, but that's what I'm predicting their logic is. I'm not. Did you hear the sarcasm when I said that?
No, I didn't.
That's sarcasm.
You need to work on your sarcasm. Who?
Okay, bitch, that's sarcasm. Don't you know? They're gonna fuck up. She's a bitch.
They are.
There's the rest of them.
But then again, you know, who are they going to get to replace him? Gavin Newsom?
I think if they do, then Gavin Newsom's going to win.
Hillary Clinton?
Hillary Clinton's out. There's no way they'll.
I don't know. I don't know. She still holds some strings.
She would lose again, but I believe galvanized Newsom. I believe he would win. They got that many freaking idiots in America that would vote for him.
I don't think so, because all you really have to do is point out the mismanagement of California. The mismanagement of California. By the way, this weekend, Saturday, we're going to be talking about this new law that's going into effect, where fast food restaurants
$20
are going to have to pay $20 per hour to employees minimum.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about that because there's a little except if in there.
Well, that was galvanized Newsom's buddy.
Exactly. We're gonna be talking about that extensively this weekend on the Comprehensive Radio program.
Now investigate into it where they pulled back on that.
What's that?
They pulled back on that. The Panera bread.
It's still going on.
Governor Newsom pulled back on that and says, yeah, we're going to have that too.
Yeah, well, the whole thing needs to go away.
And now, have you noticed that Trump is calling him Newsom too?
What? What'd you do? Text it to him?
It was after that conversation him and I had, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He goes, I like that. I like that. Can I use it, Henry?
Oh, by the way, Henry is a politician, so, you know, take
you
what he says with a very large grain of salt.
Trust me, I'm a politician.
Yeah.
What you laughing? Trust me. Trust me. There's a bunch. Look at those white people. That's racist.
Yeah. Well, you know, you are what you are. Normally, at this point, I'd be giving out the phone number a lot. But
you can call afterwards, and you're gonna know what it is. You're gonna know what it is afterwards.
Yeah. Well, yeah. After the speech, you can go ahead and call. And you know, oh hey, they're God. She's cold. It's cold in here.
Well, go to a warm room then.
Go to yeah.
Please leave. Please leave.
I don't know. It's just
Oh, here he goes, getting ready to speak. Somebody
no.
is.
Well, somebody is. Yes.
Oh, no, everybody's still standing. Yeah.
That's all right. He's adjusting things. And now he's going to yeah. No.
Bring in the AI Biden.
Bring in the AI Biden.
Yeah.
Oh yes, let's take pictures of everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
I want proof that you were here.
Yeah.
Didn't we do this last year too?
Yeah.
No, seriously. Did we do this last year?
Did
I
we
can't
do
remember.
this?
Yeah, did we cover the State of the Union?
Yeah, we did.
Or did we?
Yeah, we did.
Do it a day late.
No, we did it.
We did it. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I've slept a bunch since then.
Yeah, I slept once.
Maybe I'm getting part timers or something.
Yeah, might be.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I have no idea. Anyway, hey, if you do want to comment, you can send in your comments tonight. Those of you who send in comments with dollar donations using either Twitter or not Twitter, but Rumble or YouTube will get preferential treatment. I'll read those first.
You got to pay to play.
Yeah.
And we're not cutting no bones.
Anyway,
about it. We're telling you straight up.
$5 minimum on the comments is what it is, and those will get everything. $5 and above will get preferential treatment. So, yeah.
And we can only comment. We can only put your comments up there that'll be by the law.
What's that?
Only law-abiding comments.
Law-abiding comments? What the fuck are you talking about, man?
Alabama man can't come and put his comments in there and we read them on the air.
Well, if he pays for it.
Okay.
If he wants to pay for his dumbass comments, I'll more than gladly share it with the world.
Okay. Alabama man, put $5 down.
Minimum.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Minimum $5
per word.
Per word. Well, for those of you just tuning in, don't know who Alabama is. Alabama man called in 2 weeks ago, and threatened to shoot me in the back of the head. So yeah,
and you're still alive.
Amazingly enough, I am still alive.
That's right. It's not an AI, Miss Rob. It's for real.
It definitely is for real. For reals.
Now, maybe Biden's going to come out the AI and he's going to stop, and they have to reboot him.
Definitely nothing going on. I'm gonna go ahead and mute that again.
Have you seen the movie? Dave. The movie Dave about an American president that passed away, and they used his double. They were using his double. Kevin Kline.
Yeah, I think was that the name of it? Dave.
Dave. Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I thought it was something else. Hey, there's Marjorie Taylor Greene, the next vice president of the United States.
And she's in red.
Of course.
Green's in red.
Well, the thing is, she's wearing a shirt that says "Say her name." Say her name.
Yep.
You're gonna see her. You're gonna see her standing up, going, "Say her name."
She made a bunch of buttons, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She well, she represents Georgia. And
and Georgia's in trouble too. Georgia's it's as bad as Georgia
I wouldn't say that. They are in a lot better shape than Californians. They have a fighting chance. The problem is that they have a governor who tried to distance himself from responsibility, tried to blame others for that murderer's actions. So yeah, it's definitely not something that we want.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, oh my goodness gracious me, mercy sakes alive.
Is he late? Is Biden late? Come
yeah,
on,
he
man.
is. It's 10 after. Oh, here we go. We've got whoops.
Give him the
I
clap.
minimized it instead of unmuting it. Oh, that's Dr. Bill or Dr. Bill.
Dr. Pepper.
That's Dr. Biden, Jill Biden, Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
I'm the Pepper, you're Pepper, we're Pepper. No, actually, that's not right. That's not accurate.
That was actually the babysitter at one time, wasn't she?
I have no idea.
Okay, rumor says it.
And yes, we will be accepting phone calls tonight after the State of the Union.
Mr.
address.
Speaker, the President's cabinet.
Oh, it's the cabinet. Bring in the cabinet.
Bring in the cabinet
look
makers.
at that. Lazy sacks of shit that they are.
Oh, we have to work tonight, damn it.
Well, all of them are there but one.
And who's the one watching Netflix?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, somebody from the cabinet has to skip it. Has to be someplace else in case of catastrophe, because the entire government is gathered in one place.
Yes, they are. Yes, it is.
So each house has somebody gone.
Mm-hmm.
There's one justice that's not there. There's one. Each branch of government is covered for continuity.
They're at the bar watching Netflix.
Yeah, we don't. Probably a lot. Being a lot happier.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Not probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not something that's positive.
Yeah.
This is not, and they're all just they're finally talking to each other.
12 minutes after the hour, and they're still wandering in.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious me!
I should have been there. I should have been there signing autographs.
Signing autographs
with Tundra.
I'll tell you what, you would have created, ladies and gentlemen, this guy down here, no matter where he and I go together, he takes forever to get through a room of people because everybody stops him to talk about his service dog.
That's right. That's right.
Who is probably the sweetest dog on the planet. The
White House would freak out on Tundra. They'd see a German Shepherd. They go, oh no, wait a minute. This is how German Shepherds are supposed to act?
Are you kidding me? The Secret Service would be putting on the bite suits.
I know. I think that's what they do now anyway when they see a German Shepherd.
or at least the potatoes German Shepherds.
Right. Right. It was after the last bite.
Okay, this is just fucking ridiculous. Okay, we're not here to glad hand. We're here to hear the potatoes speak.
Well, that's why I'm speaking like this. The last bite they had at the White House with German Shepherd, they had on a bunch of handlers and trainers of dogs, and every one of them said it's the handlers' problem. It's a problem with the handlers, not a problem with the training. It's not a problem with the Secret Service. It's a problem with the handler, and the handler is Joe Biden.
I'm not buying that for a minute.
It's Joe Biden. Joe Biden doesn't do nothing with them.
Well, how can he?
He can't do nothing.
Look, he shits his pants in front of the fucking Pope.
Yeah.
He falls upstairs.
Yep.
He shakes hands with ghosts.
He does. I think that's what he's doing in the back room right now.
Well, you know, they're waiting for the glad handing to be done here by the cabinet.
I think he's hoping everybody's going to leave.
I'm thinking about it. Not very hard though.
Yeah.
Anyway, tonight, like I said, comments will be read tonight, as long as they are a $5 or more donation, either in Twitter, or not Twitter, but Facebook or Rumble. So
make payments payable to Tundra.
Well, no, just they go to me. They go to me. Okay, not you, me, moi. Mama, me.
Tundra will give you the money if you give her a nylabone.
Yeah. Anyway, now what I said was comments that are $5 or more get preferential treatment. I'll of course be going through all the comments.
Yeah.
So don't feel slighted. I just just in case we start getting a shit ton of comments, I can prioritize.
Right.
And yes, it is a fundraiser.
Yes.
Of which $2 out of every 10 get donated to Food for Families here in Bullhead City, Arizona.
That's right.
Yep. And of course, you can always go and join the raw.locals.com, the raw.locals.com. That's $50 a year or $5 a month. And the same rules apply. $2 out of every 10. That's 20%.
And that's more.
That's 20%.
It is 20%. That's more than anybody right there we're looking at right now would give
yeah. Yeah. Well, the thing is, our food banks do more than just feed the poor. All right. Hopefully, here he comes.
I think he just fell.
President of the United States.
Give him the clap.
Why aren't you clapping, Henry?
I am. Can't you tell?
Oh, you're clapping on the inside, like me.
No, my lower extremities are clapping.
Oh no, that's fucking scary, bud. That's fucking scary.
My feet. Come on. What were you thinking?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, there he is, looking all glassy-eyed.
That's the AI. AI president.
The AI president.
Yeah.
You're looking good, Mr. Potato. You're looking great.
That don't even look like him.
Yeah, I know.
Hurry up before the battery goes dead. Let me get by. Let me get by. Battery's weakening. I only got 90% left.
Only got 90% left. I expect this to be about 30 minutes or less. Oh God, look at his pupils, man. I mean, seriously, look at his pupils. They're huge.
Yeah. Yep. They should give him a drug test now. Here, piss in this cup first. We're gonna test you.
Actually, the oral
there's the cup right there. See,
there's the cup.
They do pretty good. The lady had the cup up, whoever she was.
What is this 135 he's got pinned to his chest?
I don't know.
I have no idea either.
That person is a Trump hat right there, that red one. 45, it is. It is a Trump hat.
Well, that's Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's holding up. Say her name. Say her name.
Oh, gotcha. It is. Yes, it is.
Say her name, bitch. She has a right to be mad.
Yeah. Did he just sit down? Oh no.
No, he's making out with women.
He goes, "Get away from me! I don't want to smell your hair. It stinks. Give me a kid's hair. You don't even have hair, dude. Come on. She got hair. She got nice hair. Not you. Get away from me. Yeah, you. Yeah, I'll smell your hair. Oh, it smells good.
Come on, move along.
God, what's this old lady doing in front of me, man?
Batteries
I
are
don't smell
dying
her
here.
hair. That's right. 85% left.
Yeah.
It's like a Tesla. You can't move it once it's dead. Oh, look
Yeah.
at her with that button right there.
Mm-hmm.
She's right in his face. Right in his face.
Absolutely. Say her name. That's all right. It'd be interesting to see the video recording, because I'm sure she didn't just take a picture; she made a little video.
Yeah. What's she dancing about? She has to go pee?
Oh, she got excited,
She had to go pee, I think, a little bit.
Well, maybe not.
Or she's
Who
going,
knows?
"Oh man, you shit your pants, did you?"
Come on, that's coming here in just a little while. His tapioca pudding is slowly making its way through his intestines. Do you suddenly not like tapioca pudding anymore? Oh my God, look how far he's actually gotten. I'm surprised. I'm shocked.
That's pretty good.
He's only 15 feet away from the podium.
That's pretty good. He doesn't know where it's at, but that's
well,
good.
The
wow,
the shaman guy that did prison did better than that.
He's saying this is a good luncheon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we have for dinner? Yeah. Okay, we done.
The QAnon shaman. Yeah, there we go. You remember him?
Yeah. Are we done now? Are we done
Yeah.
now? Can we go? Can we sit down now? Can I have some ice cream? Oh, where am I supposed to be? Oh, hi. Who are you?
Oh, I want to take a selfie with
Oh
you.
man, I want to smell your hair. Oh, that smells good. Yeah, that hair smells good. She was a youngster.
Oh, come on, Henry. Be nice.
No, I am being nice. That's what he's saying.
You like to smell my hair.
Kind of.
I know you do.
Kind of.
Kind of?
Yeah.
Maybe sort of?
Yeah, just kind of.
Okay.
Oh, let me have that thing. What is this? What is this thing? Oh, you touched it. I don't want it no more. Well, you don't, but whatever.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, no more years. No more years. No more years. Oh, my God. Actually, you know what? I think the Republicans should counter protest and go, say her name, say her name,
exactly.
Say her name. That'll come later.
Yeah, it will.
Maybe we'll see how disruptive that the Republicans want to be tonight. Now, normally the Republicans are not that disruptive.
Correct.
It's usually the Democrats that decide to act out.
Wait until he says George Floyd's name above hers.
Oh.
Lincoln Riley's.
There's the Joint Chiefs of Staff.
And who are you? What was your name?
Yeah. Excuse me, sir. I am one of your.
Is that the U.S. or is that a foreign military? I don't think he knows. Oh, you're from China, aren't you? I'm the big guy.
Give me my 10%.
Yeah. And when we get donations, we give 20%. We don't give 10% to the big guy.
No, we give 20% to people who need to eat.
Yes.
We give 20% to organizations that actually make a difference in our communities.
Food for families, isn't it?
Food for families. Absolutely.
Yeah.
They have saved my bacon more than once.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, Food for Families did a really, really awesome job, especially during the year-long lockdown, where they fed.
Oh, you passed the podium. Back up. Oh.
Yeah.
No, back up.
Now, watch Mike Johnson rip up the speech.
I know.
Watch him be, you know, absolutely respectful.
Tony.
Hey, Tony. How you doing?
Hey, Tony. I'm the big guy. I want 10%.
Tony Soprano.
10%.
Yeah. Now you can hear this okay, right? Or do I need to too loud or what? I think it's too loud.
Let me hear the talking.
Oh, there's Dr. Jill.
Dr. Jill Pepper.
Good evening.
Fuck you. Oh, I'm sorry. Good evening.
Good evening.
Fuck you. I mean, good evening.
Smart. I go home now.
Yep, you're absolutely right, but you're not smart.
I'll tell you what. I agree with that.
Yep.
Mr. Speaker, Madam Vice President, members of Congress, my fellow Americans. In January 1941, Franklin Roosevelt came to this chamber to speak to the nation. And he said, I address you at a moment unprecedented in the history of the Union.
Oh, Jesus
Hitler
Christ.
was on the march. War was raging in Europe. President Roosevelt's purpose was to wake up Congress and alert the American people that this was no ordinary time. Freedom and democracy were under assault in the world.
Oh,
Tonight,
great. Here comes the
Trump. He's going to compare it to World War II.
To address the nation. Now, it's we who face an unprecedented moment.
Oh, really? How's that? How's that?
And yes, my purpose tonight is to wake up the Congress and alert the American people that this is no ordinary moment either.
Really? And
not since
what do you mean by
Lincoln
that?
And the Civil
He's
War,
resigning.
Oh, wait a minute.
Freedom and democracy were under assault at home as they are today. What makes our moment rare is that freedom and democracy are under attack both at home and overseas.
Well, freedom and democracy has never been under attack here.
Overseas.
Only by him.
Is on the march, invading Ukraine and sowing chaos throughout Europe and beyond. If anybody in this room thinks Putin will stop at Ukraine, I assure you he will not.
Yeah, whatever. Why'd you call for a ceasefire, you motherfucker?
Ukraine can stop Putin.
No, they can't.
Oh, my God.
No, they
Ukraine
can't.
can stop Putin.
Oh, my God.
We stand with Ukraine.
No, they can't.
Weapons.
No, they can't. They are massively outnumbered.
That is all.
What about Israel?
Ukraine is asking. They're not asking for American soldiers.
Bullshit.
In fact, there are no American soldiers in war in Ukraine, and I'm determined
Bullshit.
to keep it that way.
I don't believe it for a minute.
Assistance to Ukraine is being blocked by those who want to walk away from our world leadership. Wasn't long ago when a Republican president named Ronald Reagan thundered, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
That has nothing fucking to do with it, you sack of shit.
Nothing.
Good words. That has nothing to do with it.
Now my predecessor, a former Republican president, tells Putin, quote, do whatever the hell you want.
No, he didn't.
That's a quote.
No, he didn't.
A former president actually said that bowing down to a Russian leader, I think it's outrageous, it's dangerous, and it's unacceptable.
Line number one. Take a drink.
Yeah, I'm going to be drunk in 5 minutes.
Yeah, no doubt.
America is a founding member of NATO, the military alliance of democratic nations, created after World War II to prevent war and keep the peace. And today, we've made NATO stronger than ever. We welcomed Finland to the alliance last year.
And today welcome
just this
Sweden.
Morning, Sweden officially joined, and their minister is here tonight. We're going to stand up. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And they know how to fight.
Oh, your hair
Mr. Prime
smells
Minister,
terrible.
welcome to NATO, the strongest military alliance the world has ever seen.
You want to know why they know how to fight?
I say this to Congress.
Because they
We have to stand up to Putin.
demand that people that have firearms
Send me a bipartisan national security bill.
Right.
History is literally watching. History is watching. If the United States walks away, it will put Ukraine at risk. Europe is at risk. The free world will be at risk, emboldening others to do what they wish to do us harm. My message to President Putin, who I've known for a long time, is simple. We will
Send me more
not
money.
walk away.
Send me more money.
Yeah.
We will not bow down. I will not bow down.
No, but you might shit your pants and fall down.
In a literal sense, history is watching. History is watching. Just like history watched 3 years ago on January 6th.
Oh, come
When
on.
insurrections stormed this very Capitol.
Bullshit. Another bullshit.
Democracy.
Bullshit.
Many of you are here on that darkest of days.
I almost got
watched
dead.
that.
I almost got dead.
The insurrectionists were not patriots. They'd come to stop the peaceful transfer of power.
No,
To overturn the will of the people.
did it happen?
January 6th lies about the 2020 election and the plots to steal the election
Bullshit.
posed a great, gravest threat to U.S. democracy.
Oh, there we go.
Since the Civil War.
Symbol number one.
But they failed.
Your Biden bingo.
America stood.
They were delayed, what? 5
America
hours?
stood
6
strong,
hours?
and democracy prevailed.
Yeah.
We must be honest. The threat to democracy must be defended. My predecessor. and some of
Hang
you
on a
here
second. Did he say
buried
the threat to
truth must be
democracy
defended.
must be defended?
I will not do that. This is the moment to speak the truth and to bury the lies.
The threat to
Here's the simple
democracy
truth.
must be
You
defended.
can't love your country only when you win.
That's the only time you don't love it.
What did Michelle Obama say?
So what's up, dude?
As I've done ever since being elected to office, I ask all of you without regard to party to join together and defend democracy. Remember your oath of office of defending against all threats, foreign and domestic.
Well, how about this, Mr. President?
Respect.
Close the border.
Defend the
Respect free and
Republic.
fair elections, restore trust in our institutions, and make clear political violence has absolutely no place in America, zero place.
Including you.
Including you. Exactly. Including you
Again.
and your party who have supported political violence
Yes, absolutely.
for the last 16
It's not
years.
hyperbole
Yeah.
to suggest history is watching. We're watching. Your children and grandchildren will read about this day and what we do. History is watching another assault on
Yeah, you're going down as worst president in history.
is Latoya Beasley,
What?
social worker from Birmingham, Alabama.
Who?
14 months ago, she and her husband welcomed a baby girl thanks to the miracle of IVF.
Oh, Jesus.
She
Here we
scheduled
go.
treatments to have
Yeah.
a second child.
Abortion, like I was telling you.
Alabama Supreme Court shut down IVF treatments across the
Yeah.
state, unleashed by a Supreme Court decision overturning Roe v. Wade.
My body,
Who
my
was
body,
told her
my
dream would
choice.
have to wait. What her family had got through should never have happened. Unless Congress acts, it could happen again. So tonight, let's stand up for families like hers. To my friends across the aisle, don't keep this waiting any longer.
Needs to act because that's what
guarantee the right to ABM.
We are allowing the states to make the rules.
Yeah.
Like most Americans, I believe Roe v. Wade got it right. I thank Vice President Harris for being an incredible leader, defending reproductive freedom, and so much more.
That's because she's a whore.
She's an incredible leader of what?
Yeah. Of the prostitutes of America?
Yeah.
My predecessor came to office determined to see Roe v. Wade overturned. He's the reason it was overturned, and he brags about it.
Yeah.
Look at the chaos that has resulted. Joining us tonight is Kate Cox, the wife and mother from Dallas. She's become pregnant again and had a fetus of a fatal condition. Her doctor told Kate that her own life and her ability to have children in the future were at risk.
Take a drink.
She didn't act. Because Texas law banned her ability to act, Kate and her husband had to leave the state to get what she needed.
Another lying.
What her family got through should have never happened as well.
Lying.
But it's happening in too many others. There are state laws banning
Texas
the
law
to choose,
allows
criminalizing
for
doctors,
the medical
forcing
necessity.
survivors of rape and incest to leave
And
their
that
states
too.
to get the treatment they need. Many of you in this chamber and my predecessor are promising to
There
pass
is
a
not
national
one
ban on
law
reproductive freedom.
across the United
My
States
God, what freedom else
that
would you take
restricts
away?
abortion
Look,
to
the decision to overturn Roe v. Wade,
to
the Supreme Court
everything.
majority wrote the following.
It has those
With all due
conditions in
respect,
there.
Justice.
Health of the mother, rape, incest.
Power.
Right.
Excuse me, electoral or political power. You're about to realize just how much you were right about that. Clearly. Clearly. Those bragging about overturning Roe v. Wade have no clue about the power of women. But they found out when reproductive freedom was on the ballot. We won in 2022 and 2020, and we'll win again in 2024.
The thing is, those were decisions by the state.
Right.
Those were individual decisions by individual states.
If you, the American people, send me a Congress that supports the right to choose, I promise you, I'll restore Roe v. Wade as the law of the land again.
No.
It ain't going to happen. You need 2/3 for that.
America cannot go back. I'm here tonight to show what I believe is the way forward.
The simple majority.
I know how far we come. 4 years ago next week.
No, because the Supreme
office,
Court justices.
He won't be able to make
pandemic and the worst economic crisis.
Codified in the law.
Remember the fear,
they cannot
record losses,
constitutional amendment.
Remember the spikes in crime and the murder rate, raging virus that took more than 1 million American lives.
Oh, God, here we go.
Millions left behind. A mental health crisis of isolation and loneliness. A president, my predecessor, failed the most basic presidential duty that he owes to American people, the duty to care. I think that's
lies,
unforgivable.
Definitely lies.
I came to office determined to get us through one of the toughest periods in the nation's history. We have. It doesn't make news in 1,000 cities and towns. The American people are writing the greatest comeback story never
bullshit.
Told. Oh, my, see?
Bullshit.
Yep.
Lies, more lies.
Yep.
So let's tell the story here. Tell it here and now.
You are telling the story.
America's comeback is building the future of American possibilities, building an economy from the middle out and the bottom up, not the top down.
Oh,
investing in all America, in all Americans.
Class.
Make sure everyone has a fair shot.
There's no more middle class. He's destroyed middle class.
The pandemic no longer controls our lives.
It never
the vaccine
did.
that saved us from COVID.
You controlled it.
are now being used to beat
Your
cancer,
government controlled it.
turning setback into comeback. That's what America does. That's what America does. Folks, I inherited an economy is on the brink. Now our economy is literally the envy of the world. 15 million new jobs in just 3 years.
Our economy is the joke of the fucking world right now.
As long with our president.
Unemployment.
$5 eggs.
At 50-year lows.
Yeah, because people quit
over $3 over $3 a gallon for gas here in Bullhead City.
It's a little act of hope. With historic job growth and small business growth for Black and Hispanics and Asian Americans, 800,000 new manufacturing jobs in America and counting. Where is it written we can't be the manufacturing capital of the world? We are, we will.
We should be. But it's people like you that have stifled it.
All right.
More people have health insurance today than ever before.
Now watch them stifle
the
it.
racial wealth gap is as small as it's been in 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wages keep going up. Inflation keeps coming down.
Oh, God.
From 9% to 3%, the lowest in the world, and tending lower. The landing is
okay. How many out there? I don't care if you pay or not. How many out there
foreign products and exporting American jobs? We're exporting American products and creating American jobs. Right here in America,
and all of your bills
where they belong.
And rental prices have almost doubled since he's been in office.
It takes time, but the American people are beginning to feel it.
Tripled.
Yep.
Consumer studies show consumer confidence is soaring.
Bullshit.
Buy America has been the law of the land since the 1930s.
It has not been a law, you jackass.
Including some Democrats as well in the past. Failed to buy American. Not anymore.
Only the 10% going to the big guy.
Projects that you fund, like helping build American roads, bridges, and highways, will be made with American products and built by American workers. Creating good-paying American jobs. And thanks to our CHIPS and Science Act, the United States is investing more in research and development than ever before. During the pandemic, a shortage of semiconductors, chips, that drove up the price of everything from cell phones to automobiles. And by the way, we invented those chips right here in America.
Yes, we did.
Well, instead of having to import them, private companies are now investing billions of dollars.
That would be Intel.
Chip factories here in America.
Mm-hmm.
And AMD.
Tens of thousands of jobs. Many of those jobs paying $100,000 a year and don't require a college degree.
The problem is the factories are still being built, Mr.
My policies
President.
have attracted $650 billion in private sector investment in clean energy, advanced manufacturing, creating tens of thousands of jobs here in America. And thanks to our bipartisan infrastructure law, 46,000 new projects have been announced all across your communities. And by the way, I noticed some of you have strongly voted against it, or they're cheering on that money coming in. I like it. I'm with you. I'm with you. And if any of you don't want that money in your district, just let me know. Modernize our roads and bridges, ports and airports, public transit systems. Removing poisonous lead pipes so every child can drink clean water without risk of brain damage.
What happened to you?
Well, here's the problem, okay? He passed that infrastructure bill.
Affordable high-speed internet for every American, no matter where.
Where is the infrastructure?
Rural community, in red states and blue states.
Now he's saying we need more money? We need more? We need more?
Because of my investment in the family farms.
No, because of Bill Gates' investment in
failing you,
fuckface. Farms led by my Secretary of Agriculture. Knows
being
more about
bought up by China and Bill Gates.
We're better able to stay in the family for those farms and their children and grandchildren won't have to leave home to make a living. It's transformative. The great comeback story is Belvedere, Illinois, home to an auto plant for nearly 60 years. Before I came to office, the plant was on its way to shutting down. Thousands of workers feared for their livelihoods. Hope was fading. Then I was elected to office, and we raised the Belvedere repeatedly with auto companies, knowing unions would make all the difference. The UAW worked like hell to keep the plant open and get these jobs back, and together we succeeded. Instead of auto factories shutting down, auto factories reopening, a new state-of-the-art battery factory is being built to power those cars there at the same.
Yeah, and creating a new ecological disaster.
Correct.
Mr. Potato Head.
The folks of Belvedere, I say, instead of your town being left behind, your community is moving forward again. Because instead of watching auto jobs in the future go overseas, 4,000 union jobs with higher wages are building the future in Belvedere right here in America.
Well, I'm sure Needles, California certainly enjoys those jobs in Belvedere, Illinois.
Yes, we love them.
Where are you? Stand up.
How about a grocery store in Needles, California, Mr. President, or better yet, a pharmacy?
And Dawn Sim, a third-generation worker, UAW worker at Belvedere. Sean, I was proud to be the first president to stand on the picket line, and today,
but I don't work for you.
A job in her hometown, providing stability for her family and pride and dignity as well. Showing once again, Wall Street didn't build America. They're not bad guys. They didn't build it though. The middle class built the country, and unions built the middle class.
Yeah, and you destroyed it.
Yes, you did.
I say to the American people, when America gets knocked down, we get back up.
I agree with that.
We keep going. That's America.
You keep knocking us back, you stack.
And my vice president keeps cackling.
That's you, the American people. It's because of you America's coming back. It's because of you our future is brighter. It's because of you that tonight we can proudly
because
say
of you.
The state of our union is strong and getting stronger.
Yep. Exactly what I predicted. How does he figure that?
I don't know. I do not know. I haven't the foggiest fucking idea. No more years. No more years. No more years.
Tonight, I want to talk about the
Ban
future
AI. Ban AI.
that we can build together. A future where the days of trickle-down economics are over, and the wealthy and the biggest corporations no longer get all the tax breaks.
Here we go. Here we go. Here's the business killing proposal.
Every one of your states in the United States combined. And I represented it for 36 years. I'm not anti-corporation, but I grew up in a home where trickle-down economics didn't put much on my dad's kitchen table.
Bullshit.
That's why I determined to turn things around so middle class does well. When they do well, the poor go well.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Yeah,
we all do well.
Pop, yeah, bad dude.
And there's more to do to make sure you're feeling the benefits of all we're doing. Americans pay more for prescription drugs than anywhere in the world.
I agree.
It's wrong, and I'm ending it.
Well, that part you're bullshit because it was on the way to being mended, and then you
That's right.
kicked it out the first day in.
Yeah. Because you had a resentment against the other guy.
With the law that I proposed and signed, not one of you Republican buddies voted for it. We finally beat Big Pharma. Instead of paying $400 a month or thereabouts for insulin with diabetes, and it only costs $10 to make, they only get paid $35 a month now and still make a healthy profit. And I want to, but what to do next? I want to cap the cost of insulin $35 a month for every American who needs it. Everyone.
$35 a month or $35 a vial?
I thought he already did that.
People have
And it's
talked
like,
about
I
it.
know.
Finally, we got it done. Gave Medicare the power to negotiate.
that's why there wasn't that much clapping. It's
Drugs.
like, you already did that, dude.
Just like the
Your,
VA.
your batteries wasn't low.
That's not just saving seniors
Don't
money.
even fucking go to the
Saving
VA, you
taxpayers
sack
money.
of shit.
We cut the federal deficit by $160 billion.
What?
Yeah.
Because
sure.
Medicare will no longer have to pay those exorbitant prices to Big Pharma. This year, Medicare is negotiating lower prices for some of the costliest drugs on the market to treat everything
They've
from heart
always
disease to
done that.
arthritis.
Yeah.
It's now time to go further and give Medicare the power to negotiate lower prices for 500 different drugs over the next.
They have been.
They've already had that power. What
Yeah,
they need to
they're
do is
making a
start
lot of money,
negotiating lower
guys.
prices for
Yeah.
actual quality medical care.
And they'll still
Quit
be
giving our money to
extremely
other countries.
profitable.
Exactly.
Will not only save
And
lives,
illegals.
save taxpayers another $200 billion.
But don't have our taxpayer pay for
You
your
know what?
illegals.
$200 billion
Drug costs for
compared to a
seniors
train is
on
nothing.
Medicare at $2,000 a year, even for expensive cancer drugs that cost $10,000, $12,000, $15,000. I want to cap prescription drug costs at $2,000 a year for everyone. Folks,
The problem is the government will have to pick up those expenses. I'm sorry. If you're going to do that, the government's going to have to pick up those
That's right.
expenses.
Yes, they are.
And yes, I agree. The pharmacies or the pharma companies make way too damn much money on the medication.
Right. And all they're going to do is cut back on the medication then.
Exactly. Or stop producing it altogether.
Correct.
Affordable
Correct.
Care Act, the old Obamacare.
Obamacare.
It's
Oh,
still
Jesus
a very big
Christ.
deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal. It's destruction.
It killed healthcare in America.
Yes.
Killed, absolutely wiped it out.
And he's so smiling about it. But everybody there doesn't have to apply by it.
Million of you can no longer be denied health insurance because of pre-existing condition. Well, my predecessor, and many in this chamber, want to take this prescription drug away. By
Actually,
repealing
they do not.
affordable
No.
That's another lie.
I'm
Yeah,
not going to let that happen.
That's another lie.
We stopped you
Jesus
50
Christ.
times before, and we'll stop you again. In fact, I'm not only protecting it, I'm expanding it. They enacted tax credits of $800 per person per year, reduce healthcare costs for millions of working families. That tax credit expires next year. I want to make that savings permanent.
And I want to close the border. Come on, George Floyd now.
To state the obvious, women are more than half our population, but research on women's health has always been underfunded.
Bullshit.
That's why we're launching the first ever White House initiative on women's health research, led by Jill, doing an incredible job as
Pepper.
First Lady.
You know, you'll have to go a long ways to prove to me that women's
That's
health
my plan
research
for $12 billion
is
to
underfunded.
transfer women's health research and benefit millions of lives all across America. I know the cost of housing is so important to you.
Okay, there we go.
Inflation keeps coming down. Mortgage rates will come down as well.
What? What?
I'm not waiting. I want to provide an annual tax credit that will give Americans $400 a month for the next 2 years as mortgage rates come down to put toward their mortgages when they buy their first home or trade up for a little more space.
Oh, so
Just
those
for 2
of us
years.
who already own our houses and are paying mortgages on it don't get shit.
Don't get shit. Now
Don't get shit. You're fucked.
we gotta pay for the other
Oh,
people.
My
yeah.
administration
The only way you're going to get is
is
if you
also
take out a
eliminating
new
title
loan.
insurance on federally backed mortgages.
Oh.
When you refinance your home, you can save $1,000 or more as a consequence. For millions of renters, we're cracking down on big landlords who use antitrust law, who break antitrust laws by price fixing and driving up rents. We've cut red tape. so builders can get federally financing, which is already helping.
You know what?
build
That's bullshit.
record 1
Absolute
million
fucking
new
bullshit.
houses
Total bullshit.
nationwide. Now pass and build and renovate 2 million affordable homes and bring those rents down.
You ain't gonna do that. You already destroyed that. Rents have doubled. Rents have doubled in 3 years.
Affordable homes. Look, there are new homes being proposed to be built in Needles, California. You want to know how much they're going for?
Remain the
$500,000
strongest
and up.
economy in the world. We need to have
That's
the best
not
education
affordable.
system in the world.
Let's get through all the red tape.
And I suspect all of you, want to give every child, a good start by providing access to preschool for 3 and 4 years old.
There already is.
There already is.
I think I pointed out last year. That children coming from broken homes where there's no books, they're not read to, not spoken to very often, start school, kindergarten, or first grade.
Listen to him.
Having heard
Listen
a
to
million
him.
fewer words spoken.
He just insulted
show
every parent in the
Children
United
who go to
States.
preschool are 50% more likely to finish high school, go on to earn a 2 and 4 year degree, no matter what their background is.
Accuse every parent in the United States of not communicating or teaching or helping their children.
And now he's promoting
What
education.
a fucking sack of shit.
Now he's promoting education. And he just said the other jobs that were created are for people with no college education.
They were mad that they were angry.
So he just contradicted himself on that one.
Why I wanted to spend money on education. I pointed out as vice president, I met with over 182 of those folks. Don't hold me to the exact number.
He's making something up.
I asked them what they need most, the CEOs. And you've had the same experience on both sides of the aisle. They say a better educated workforce, right? So I looked at them.
Wow, he just told something 20 minutes ago.
Hunt used to be the 8th largest corporation in the world. And every new enterprise they bought, they educated the workforce to that enterprise. But none of you do that anymore. Why are you angry with me providing you the opportunity for the best educated workforce in the world?
And forgive the loans too. Forgive student loans.
That's exactly what he's going to do. Start giving loans.
High quality.
That's what he's leading up to right now.
I'm learning to see that every child learns to read by 3rd grade.
Read a teleprompter by 3rd grade.
I'm also connecting local businesses and high schools so students get hands-on experience and a path to good paying job, whether or not they go to college.
Here's the thing.
And I want to
Good
make sure
paying jobs aren't hiring high school students because they don't have the skills.
Let's continue increasing the Pell Grants to working and middle-class families and increase record investments in HBCUs and minority-serving institutions, including Hispanic institutions. When I was told I couldn't universally just change the way in which we dealt with student loans, I fixed 2 student loan programs that already existed to reduce the burden of student debt for nearly 4 million Americans, including nurses,
only
firefighters,
4 million
and others
Americans.
in public service.
And guess what? It was those that,
like Keenan Jones, a public educator from Minnesota, who's here with us tonight. Keenan, where are you? Keenan,
served
thank you.
previously in the
He's
military.
educated hundreds of students so they can go to college. Now he's able to help, after debt forgiveness, get his own daughter to college.
So she can have debt relief too.
Yeah.
And folks, look.
And by the way,
how about legislate a definite price
good
cap
for the economy, because folks are now able to buy a home,
college education,
start a business, start a family. While we're at it, I want to give public school teachers a raise.
First, get them qualified. Don't have them teach their liberal bullshit.
And by the way, the first couple of years, we cut the deficit. Now, let me speak to the question of fundamental fairness for all Americans.
Oh, you can speak about it, but not do it.
Possible ways. We've already cut the federal deficit. We've already cut the federal deficit over $1 trillion.
What? What?
Oh, wait a minute! I thought it was only $200 billion.
What?
$1 trillion now, huh? Okay.
It's my goal to cut the federal deficit another $3 trillion by making big corporations very wealthy finally beginning to pay their fair share.
Here's the tax increases.
Yeah.
Here's the tax increases, ladies and gentlemen.
Look.
Here's where inflation goes absolutely fucking nuts.
You want to make or can make $1 million or millions.
Let's start with Congress paying their fair share.
Pay your fair share in taxes.
Start with Congress. Start with the Senate. Start with the president.
Fair tax code. It's how we invest things to make this country great.
Lead by example.
Education, defense, and so much more. But here's the deal. The last administration enacted a $2 trillion tax cut. Overwhelmingly benefit the top 1%. The very wealthy, the biggest corporations.
Actually, it benefited all of us very well.
Deficit.
Yeah. They're laughing at him.
They added more to the national debt than any presidential term in American
history. We were still
history.
paying for wars.
Check the numbers. Folks at home, does anybody really think the tax code is fair? No. Do you really think the wealthy and big corporations need another $2 trillion tax break?
Yes.
I sure don't. I'm going to keep fighting like hell to make it fair. Under my plan, nobody.
How about a flat tax?
Earning less than $400,000.
How about a 10% or 15% flat tax?
Nobody.
How about no more 10% to the big guy?
You make $1, you owe 15 cents to the government. Period. End of discussion. No questions asked.
Child tax credit
you pay 15 cents.
Cut taxes for millions of working families and cut child poverty in half. Restore that child tax credit. No child should go hungry in this country. The way to make the tax code fair is to make big corporations, the very wealthy, begin to pay their fair share. Remember,
these are the same big corporations that he's trying to get to bring in more jobs. Raise those taxes and they'll leave again.
That's right.
Not anymore.
They'll leave the country.
Thanks to the law I wrote, we signed, big companies have to pay a minimum of 15%. But that's still less than working people paying federal taxes.
No, it isn't.
It's time to raise corporate minimum tax to at least 21%.
They're going to leave. They're going to leave the country.
They will.
So every big corporation finally begins to pay their fair share.
And they'll leave the country.
Also want to end tax breaks for big pharma, big oil, private jets, massive executive pay when it's only supposed to be $1 million that could be deducted. They can pay them $20 million if they want, but deduct $1 million. End it now. You know, there are 1,000 billionaires in America. You know what the average federal tax is for those billionaires?
0.
No. They're making great sacrifices, 8.2%. That's far less than the vast majority of Americans pay. No billionaire should pay a lower federal tax rate than a teacher, a sanitation worker, or a nurse.
How much is the big guy paying taxes?
I propose minimum tax for billionaires at 25%, just 25%.
Oh, God.
You know what that would raise? That would raise $500 billion over the next 10 years.
No, it wouldn't.
Hang on, $500 billion. We have trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars in debt. That's not even going to cover a day's worth of fucking operating.
No.
Imagine a future with paid leave, because no one should have to choose between working
and they'll leave the country.
Family member.
And they'll leave the country, and guess what? Those jobs will go with them.
Imagine the future of home care and elder care. And people
out of your
living with
fucking
disabilities.
mind.
So
You
they
don't
can
understand.
stay in their homes
He's
and
so
family caregivers
lost.
can finally get the pay they deserve. Tonight,
how about
let's
just
all
pay,
agree
period,
once again
fucker?
To stand up for seniors. Many of my friends on the other side of aisle want to put Social Security on the chopping block.
No, they do not.
Don't.
Tries to cut Social Security, Medicare, or raise the retirement age. I will stop you.
Lie number 10,000. Social Security has never been on the chopping block.
Right.
The working people who built this country pay more into Social Security than millionaires and billionaires do. It's not fair. We have two ways to go. Republicans can cut Social Security and give more tax breaks to the wealthy, I will. That's the proposal.
No, it is not, you sack of shit.
No.
Lying.
You guys don't want
fucker.
another $2 trillion tax cut?
Lying fucker.
I kind of thought that's what your plan was. Well, that's good to hear. You're not going to cut another $2 trillion for the super wealth. That's good to hear. I'll protect and strengthen Social Security and make the wealthy pay their fair share.
Just going to drive businesses back out of the country, you sack of shit.
Look,
Mr. Poopy Pants.
too many corporations raise prices to pad their profits, charging more and more for less and less.
Yeah.
That's why it's cracking down on corporations that engage in price gouging and deceptive pricing, from food to healthcare to housing. In fact, the snack companies think you won't notice if they change the size of the bag and put a hell of a lot fewer.
I've seen that.
Same size bag. Mm-hmm. Put fewer chips in it. No, I'm not joking. It's called shrinkflation. Pass Bobby Casey's bill and stop this. I really mean it. You probably all saw that commercial on Snickers bars. You get charged the same amount, and you got about, 10% fewer Snickers in it. Look, I'm also getting rid of junk fees. Those hidden fees at the end of your bill.
No, I kind of agree with that.
My administration announced we're cutting credit card late fees from $32 to $8.
Yeah, but you can't do it unless you get Congress on back on you.
Are allowed to charge what it costs them to instigate the collection. And that's more a hell of a lot like $8 and 30-some dollars. They don't like it. Credit card companies don't like it. But I'm saving American families $20 billion a year with all the junk fees I'm eliminating. Folks at home, that's why the banks are so mad. It's $20 billion in profit. I'm not stopping there. My administration has proposed rules to make cable, travel, utilities, and online ticket sellers tell you the total price up front so there are no surprises. It matters. It matters.
They are already.
What is this? In November, my team began serious negotiation with a bipartisan group of senators. The result was a bipartisan bill with the toughest set of border security reforms we've ever seen.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you don't think so?
Oh, shit.
Oh, you don't like that bill, huh? That conservatives got together and said it was a good bill?
It wasn't a good bill.
Darned.
All it did was spend money other places.
That bipartisan bill would hire 1,500 more security agents and officers, 100 more immigration judges, help tackle the backload of 2 million cases, 4,300 more asylum officers, and new policies so they can resolve cases in 6 months instead of 6 years now.
I can help you do it in 5 minutes. No. Get out.
100 more high-tech drug detection machines to significantly increase the ability to screen and stop vehicles smuggling fentanyl into America. That's killing thousands of children.
Let's start with drug testing the president.
This bill would save lives and bring order to the border.
Could you
also give me and any new president.
Mm-hmm. No, I failed because I haven't taken any drugs lately.
When the number of migrants at the border is overwhelming. The Border Patrol Union has endorsed this bill. The Federal Chamber of Commerce is.
They didn't. No, they didn't. Actually, they said it would hurt.
I know you know how to read.
What's Cackler standing up for?
I believe that given the opportunity for a majority in the House and Senate would endorse the bill as well, a majority right now. But unfortunately, politics has derailed this bill so far. I'm told my predecessor called members of Congress in the Senate to demand they block the bill. He feels political win. He viewed it as a political win for me, for him.
Get another drink.
It's not about him. It's not about me.
It's funny that he has that much power.
Not really.
Woo!
What did you say?
Lincoln Riley.
There you go.
Young woman who was killed by an illegal. That's
that
right.
you let in,
but how many of thousands of people being killed by illegals? To her parents, I say, my heart goes out to you, having lost children myself. I
Not
understand.
to an illegal alien, you
but look,
fucking
if we change the dynamic at the border, people pay these smugglers $8,000 to get across the border because they know if they get by,
the
border, the country, it's 6 to 8 years before they have a hearing, and it's worth taking the chance of the $8,000.
You can stop it. You can stop it.
If it's only 6 months, 6 weeks, the idea is it's highly unlikely that people will pay that money and come all that way, knowing that they'll be able to be kicked out quickly. Folks, I would respectfully say
you created the problem.
My Republican friends owe it to the American people. Get this bill done. We need to act now.
We don't need a bill. He can do it himself.
Do the fucking job. You're the executive.
And if my predecessor is watching,
tell Homeland Security to close it down.
And pressuring members of Congress to block the bill, join me in telling the Congress to pass it. We can do it together. But that's what here's what he will not do. I will not demonize immigrants saying they are poison in the blood of our country.
They are.
I will not separate families.
You put them in cages.
I will not.
You put exactly
because of their faith.
Obama put them in cages to begin with.
Right. He was the vice president then.
Comprehensive bill to fix our immigration system. Take a look at it. It has all these and more. Secure the border. Provide a pathway to citizenship for dreamers.
No.
But unlike my predecessor.
No. Just secure the fucking border.
I know who we are as Americans.
Those assholes out that are already
We're
here.
the only nation in the world with a heart and soul that draws from old and new. Home to Native Americans, and ancestors have been here for thousands of years. Home to people of every place, from every place on earth. They came freely. Some came in chains. Some came when famine struck, like my ancestral family in Ireland. Some to flee persecution, to chase dreams that are impossible anywhere but here in America. That's America. And we all come from somewhere, but we're all Americans.
That I will agree with.
But he came from hell, though.
I don't know about that.
Biden? Yeah, he came from hell. He's the demon.
Choice. We can fight about fixing the border, or we can fix it.
Well, then fix it.
I'm ready to fix it.
Then do
it then.
Send me the border bill now.
You don't need a bill. Just do it. Order Border Patrol.
Transformational moment in history happened 59 years ago today in Selma, Alabama.
Oh,
hundreds of foot soldiers for justice marched across the Edmund Pettus Bridge,
named after the Grand
Dragon of the Ku Klux Klan, to claim their fundamental right to vote. They were beaten, they were bloody, and left for dead.
Well,
Our late friend and former colleague John Lewis was on that march. We miss him.
And Corn Pop led it.
But joining us tonight are other marchers, both in the gallery and on the floor, including Betty Mae Fikes, known as the voice of Selma, the daughter of gospel singers and preachers. She sang songs of prayer and protest on that bloody Sunday to help shake the nation's conscience. 5 months later, the Voting Rights Act passed and was signed into law.
Yeah, and it was Republicans that passed it.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was Democrats that opposed it.
Right.
Convenient little facts in history.
But 59 years later, there are forces taking us back in time. Voter suppression.
Bullshit.
Election
Yes,
suppression.
yes, voter suppression. Yes,
Unlimited
that's what you
money.
did.
Yes.
Extreme gerrymandering.
Yes.
John Lewis was a great friend to many of us here. But if you truly want to honor him and all the heroes who marched with him, then it's time to do more than talk. Pass the Freedom to Vote Act.
No.
The John Lewis
Do
Voting
not.
Right Act.
In other words, violate the Constitution, take away the state ability to regulate their
another
own
core value
voting.
of America.
Right.
Our diversity across American life. Banning books, it's wrong. Instead of erasing history, let's make history.
They're not erasing history,
rights.
Mr. President.
Pass
They're
the Equality Act.
trying to keep pornography out of the hands of children in schools.
Yeah.
The same schools that you say you want more for.
Right.
Pass the PRO Act for workers' rights. Raise the federal minimum wage because every worker has a right to a decent living more than $7 an hour.
Let's have them be qualified first.
Let's see, $16 an hour here in Arizona, up to $20 an hour in California.
Next month. Yeah.
At least I hope you don't. I'm taking the most significant action ever on climate in the history of the world. I'm cutting our carbon emissions in half by 2030, creating tens of thousands of clean energy jobs, like the IBW work is building and installing 500,000 electric vehicle charging stations. Conserving.
And where is power going to come to charge all those vehicles?
Taking action
and at what
on
point of the carbon
environmental
footprint are
justice
you doing to
and
destroy that to get there?
Of a legacy of pollution. In pattern after the Peace Corps and America Corps, I launched the Climate Corps to put 20,000 young people to work in the forefront of our clean energy future. I'll triple that number in a decade.
The Climate Corps.
And I put my son as a drug czar.
To state the obvious, all Americans deserve the freedom to be safe. And America is safer today than when I took office.
Oh, shit.
Year before I took office, murder rates went up 30%. 30% they went up. The biggest increase in history. It was then,
what are they saying?
through my American Rescue Plan, which every American voted against, I might add, we made the largest investment in public safety ever. Last year, the murder rate saw the sharpest decrease in history. Violent crime fell to one of its lowest levels in more than 50 years. But we have more to do. We have to help cities invest in more community police officers.
Here
more
comes.
mental health workers. More community violence intervention.
Gun control.
Give communities the tool to crack down on gun crime.
There you go.
Crime and carjacking. Keep building trust, as I've been doing by taking executive action on police reform and calling for it to be the law of the land. Directing my cabinet to review the federal classification of marijuana and expunging thousands of convictions for the mere possession, because no one should be jailed for simply using or having on their record.
Or crack cocaine either.
Oh, yeah. Well, why don't we include cocaine?
Domestic violence.
That was found in the White House.
I'm ramping up the federal enforcement of the Violence Against Women Act that I proudly wrote when I was a senator. So we can finally end the scourge against women in America.
That's already strong as ever.
What are the kinds of violence I want to stop?
Yeah, Henry, you got to quit beating us up.
Tonight is Jasmine, whose 9-year-old sister Jackie was murdered with 21 classmates and teachers in elementary school in Uvalde, Texas. Very soon after that happened, Jill and I went to Uvalde for a couple of days. We spent hours and hours with each of the families. We heard their message, so everyone in this room, in this chamber, could hear the same message.
Gun control.
The constant refrain, and I was there for hours meeting with every family. They said, do something. Do something. Well, I did do something by establishing the first ever Office of Gun Violence Prevention in the White House. that the vice president is leading the charge. Thank you for doing it.
That's another do-nothing post.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
what have they done?
Exactly.
Nothing. Have they proposed new laws to persecute or prosecute criminals?
No, they took guns away from Secret Service.
He's proud he did nothing on guns when he was president.
I beg to differ.
After another shooting
Bump stocks
recently, he said, when asked what to do about it, he said, just get over it. There's his quote, just get over it. I say, stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it.
I mean, just like Hillary Clinton said, Biden's old. Just get over it. She did.
I'm proud we beat the NRA when I signed the most significant gun safety law in nearly 30 years because of this Congress. We now must beat the NRA again. I'm demanding a ban on assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. Pass universal background checks. None of this.
No.
None
absolutely
of this.
Fucking not.
I taught the Second Amendment for 12 years.
None
of this violates the Second Amendment.
No.
Okay, let's prosecute people too. Prosecute people too, like his son.
You know, as we manage challenges at home, we're also managing crises abroad, including in the Middle East.
Bullshit.
I know the last 5 months have been gut-wrenching for so many people, for the Israeli people, for the Palestinian people, and so many here in America. This crisis began on October 7th with a massacre by a terrorist group called Hamas, as you all know. 1,200 innocent people, women and girls, men and boys, slaughtered after enduring sexual violence. The deadliest day for the Jewish people since the Holocaust. And 250 hostages taken.
More than
Americans.
that.
Americans too.
Our families whose loved ones are still being held by Hamas. I pledge to all the families that we will not rest until we bring every one of your loved ones home.
Then quit calling for ceasefire.
Go in and get them.
Go in and get them. Join in the coalition.
They're Americans. Quit worrying so much about Ukraine.
We also work around the clock to bring home Evan and Paul, Americans being unjustly detained by the Russians and others around the world.
Trade it for
Israel has a right to go after Hamas.
Ah, damn it.
Down arms could end it by releasing the hostages, laying down arms, and surrendering those responsible.
His batteries went and dead.
Excuse me. Israel has a added burden because Hamas hides and operates
behind the civilians,
under hospitals, daycare centers, and all the like. Israel also has a fundamental responsibility, though, to protect innocent civilians in Gaza. This war has taken a greater toll on innocent civilians than all previous wars in Gaza combined. 30,000 Palestinians have been killed, most of whom are not Hamas. Thousands and thousands of innocents, women and children, also orphaned. Nearly 2 million more Palestinians under bombardment or displacement. Homes destroyed, neighborhoods in rubble, cities in ruin, families without food, water, medicine. It's heartbreaking.
It is.
I've been working nonstop to establish an immediate ceasefire that would last for 6 weeks to get all the prisoners released. All the hostages
they won't. The thing is, they won't.
Home.
You jackass! They will not release them.
And you
they won't.
And I have a very good feeling that none of them are alive anyway.
You're bowing down to them.
The international efforts to get more humanitarian assistance to Gaza. Tonight, I'm directing the U.S. military to lead an emergency mission to establish a temporary pier in the Mediterranean on the coast of Gaza.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
Large shipments carrying food, water, medicine, and temporary shelters. No U.S. boots will be on the ground. A temporary pier will enable a massive increase in the amount of humanitarian assistance getting into Gaza every day.
So he's going to fund Hamas.
Let's do its part.
Yep.
Israel must allow more aid into Gaza to ensure humanitarian workers aren't caught in the crossfire. They're announcing they're going to have a crossing in northern Gaza. For the leadership of Israel, I say this: humanitarian assistance cannot be a secondary consideration or a bargaining chip. Protecting and saving innocent lives has to be a priority. As we look to the future, the only real solution to the situation is a two-state solution over time.
They reject the two-state solution every single time. As a lifelong
supporter of Israel, my entire career, no one has a stronger record with Israel than I do. I challenge any of you here.
You have a terrible record.
I'm the only American president of Israel in wartime. But there is no other path.
And they almost got dead.
Security and democracy. There is no other path that guarantees Palestinians can live in peace with peace and dignity. There's no other path that guarantees peace between Israel and all of its neighbors, including Saudi Arabia, with whom I'm talking. Creating stability in the Middle East also means containing the threat posed by Iran. That's why I built a coalition of more than a dozen
asshole.
To defend international shipping and freedom of navigation in the Red Sea. I've ordered strikes to degrade the Houthi capability and defend U.S. forces in the region. As Commander-in-Chief, I will not hesitate to direct further measures to protect our people and our military personnel.
But you won't protect our border.
No, he won't. And dead on, Carl, dead on.
For years, I've heard many of my Republican and Democratic friends say that China is on the rise and America's falling behind. They've got it backwards. I've been saying it for over 4 years, even when I wasn't president. America's rising. We have the best economy in the world. And since I've come to office, our GDP is up, our trade deficit with China is down to the lowest point in over a decade. And we're standing up against China's unfair economic practices.
Oh, you're not?
We're standing up for peace and stability across the Taiwan Straits. I've revitalized our partnership and alliance.
Then acknowledge their independence.
Australia, Japan, South Korea, Pacific Islands. I've made sure that the most advanced American technologies can't be used in China, not allowing to trade them there. Frankly, for all this tough talk on China, it never occurred to my predecessor to do any of that. I want competition with China, not conflict. And we're in a stronger position to win the conflict of the 21st century against China than anyone else, for that matter, than any time as well. Here at home, I've signed over 400 bipartisan bills. There's more to pass my unity agenda. Strengthen penalties on fentanyl trafficking. You don't want to do that, huh?
Secure the fucking border.
Pass bipartisan privacy legislation to protect our children online. Harness the promise of AI to protect us from peril. Ban AI voice impersonations and more.
That means he won't be up there.
Our truly sacred obligation to train and equip those we send into harm's way and care for them and their families when they come home and when they don't.
You fucking lying sack of shit.
Big time.
That's why the song Support and Help of Dennis and the VA, I signed the PACT Act. One of the most significant laws ever, helping millions of veterans exposed to toxins who now are battling more than 100 different cancers. Many of them don't come home, but we owe them and their families support. We owe it to ourselves to keep supporting our new health research agency called ARPA-H. And remind us that we can do big things.
Oh, this okay.
Like
this is
cancer
working.
as we know it, and we will.
Yeah, Carl, absolutely. The price of food and energy is through the roof. Immigrants running wild through the streets. But let's talk about banning AI voices.
Yeah.
Let me close with this. Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Yeah! Yay!
I know you don't want to hear any more, Lindsay, but I got to say a few more things. I know it may not look like it, but I've been around a while. When you get to be my age, certain things become clearer than ever.
Yeah, you shit your pants.
I know the American story. Again and again, I've seen the contest between competing forces in the battle for the soul of our nation. Between those who want to pull America back to the past and those who want to move America into the future. My lifetime has taught me to embrace freedom and democracy, a future based on core values that have defined America: honesty, decency, dignity, equality, to respect everyone, to give everyone a fair shot, to give hate no safe harbor. Now, other people my age see it differently. The American story of resentment, revenge, and retribution, that's not me.
That is you.
Bullshit.
That is you, you sack of shit.
Good for the freedom of the world. I grew up in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and Claymont, Delaware, among working class people who built this country. I watched in horror as two of my heroes, like many of you did, Dr. King and Bobby Kennedy, were assassinated. And their legacies inspired me to
How about John F. Kennedy?
Service.
Yeah.
He only mentions Bobby.
Left the law firm, became
Why is he being so hard on his son then?
Yeah, really, no doubt.
After Dr. King was assassinated because of the riots, and
because they both happened the same year.
County councilman, almost by accident. I got elected to the United States Senate when I had no intention of running at age 29. Then vice president of our first black president. Now president to the first women vice president.
Well, at least he remembered he was president.
Yeah, no, huh?
I'll give him that much. By the way, that was on bingo, forgetting that he was the president.
No one got that then.
Yeah, no one got that one.
In my career, I've been told I was too young. By the way, they didn't let me on the Senate elevators for votes sometimes. Not a joke.
Bullshit.
And I've been told I'm too old.
You are.
Whether young or old, I've always known what endures. I've known our North Star. The very idea of America is that we're all created equal.
Our North
deserve
Star.
to be treated equally throughout our lives. We've never fully lived up to that idea, but we've never walked away from it either. And I won't walk away from it now.
See, now, that's something I can agree with. But the thing is, he is not doing it.
I really am. I'm optimistic, Nancy.
No more years. No more years. No more years.
Isn't how old we are.
They're saying F. Joe Biden. F. Joe Biden.
Hate, anger, revenge, retribution are the oldest of ideas. But you can't lead America with ancient ideas that only take us back. You lead America, the land of possibilities. You need a vision for the future and what can and should be done. Tonight you've heard mine. I see a future where defending democracy, you don't diminish it.
Don't
I see a future
defend democracy. Defend the fucking republic, you asshole.
Not take them away. I see a future.
Well, I'll tell you what. I doubt they even. They won't say the word republic, will they?
Nope.
I see a future where we save the planet from the climate crisis.
What climate crisis?
Gun violence. Above all,
believe me, asshole. If us gun owners were the problem, you'd know it.
What about people violence?
I see a country for all Americans. And I will always be president for all Americans because I believe in America. I believe in you, the American people.
No, you don't.
You're the reason we've never been more optimistic about our future than I am now. So let's build the future together. Let's remember who we are. We are the United States.
You certainly worked hard enough at tearing it down the last 3 years.
Yep.
Nothing beyond our capacity when we act together. God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All righty. Oh, my. Oh.
Good Energizer battery they put in.
Jesus Christ. What a fucking. What a maroon.
Was that him or was that AI Joe?
I don't know. I haven't the foggiest idea. But we will be taking phone calls here in just a minute. Let me put the phone number back up and take my phone out of airplane mode because I didn't want the ringing phone numbers.
928-476-0331.
Yeah, something like that. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Searching. And boom. Well, maybe. It says emergency calls only. Okay. All right. That's okay. It's back up. All right. 928-476-0331. 928-476-0331. I want to hear your opinions on his speech tonight. Now, I want everybody who wants to be able to call in and give your opinion. Just give your opinion about the speech. We're not going to get in long and involved discussions about it or esoteric things. Or
do you think it was great? Or do you think he's full of shit still?
Yeah. Do you think it was great? Do you think it was full of shit? What is your opinion? I want to hear from you. 928-476-0331. 928-476-0331. And yeah. I think he was full of shit.
I do too.
I honestly think he was full of shit.
I do too.
Of course, there's some fundamental things that he said that were correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes, the American dream is alive and well, and I firmly believe that.
Mm-hmm.
But I do not believe that democracy is in danger. No, what is in danger is the republic. What is in danger is the republic. We have a republic. And as Ben Franklin said, Madam, we give you a republic if you can keep it. We elect our leaders through democratic means. Of course we do. We've done that for over 200 years.
Mm-hmm.
But once there, it's a republic. Our elected leaders like this guy over here do the job of deciding and listening to their constituents and deciding what is best for their constituency.
Correct.
Not what's best for them or their pocketbook.
Nope.
But what's best for them. And not necessarily the nation.
I work for the people that elected me.
Yeah.
Whether they voted against me or for me. I work for the people of this town.
Well, how could they vote against you?
Well, there's other people running, so.
Well, there were only 3 running, and
they didn't have to
3 slots.
They didn't have to vote for me. They could leave it blank. It's not a test.
Yeah, all you needed was 1 vote, and
that's it.
Tundra voted for you.
Tundra always votes.
No, but seriously. It is.
There we go.
Let's go to the phones. The Raw, you are on the air.
That's fucking awesome. I love that shit.
What shit?
God. Everything that you just watched.
Right.
It was so predictable.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It was predictable. But it was
for the second thing, it was not like any other State of the Union speech I've ever seen before in my life.
How's that?
It looked more like a episode of Jerry Springer there. I could hear Marjorie Taylor Greene Strapper shutting up and down. Oh my God!
Say her name.
Wow.
Say her name.
Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene. I heard her in the back when they were talking about Georgia.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. His fucking policies, created the situation that put that girl in danger.
Correct. He's responsible for her death.
He's responsible for that.
We can say, what if I told you that guy had already crossed illegally when Trump was here?
Yeah.
Would that make?
Hey,
did you know that?
Yeah, yes, and his crimes that he committed is
fire crossings.
Yeah, and he got tossed back across the border.
right.
How many times?
Okay,
how many
well,
times
I mean,
has
did
that
you
fucker been deported?
Are you aware that during the Obama administration dwarfed the number of criminal deportations for criminal illegal aliens back to their home country of origin under Obama?
He put them in
Even
cages.
so bad that it was even so bad that, and so aggressive that they were inadvertently getting U.S. citizens sucked up into this venturi of accountability and justice against illegal immigration, quote unquote, and they were sucking up people that were legal aliens or actual citizens. Did you know that, Rob?
No.
Yeah,
I did not know
what's
that.
really going on.
I did not know
this
that.
Is such an emotionally.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. We have how many millions of illegal aliens that have come into the country since he's become president? After he essentially erased the border and invited them in.
I just don't see that. I don't see that.
Tens of thousands of people into the country so they could avoid the border.
Correct.
Yeah, probably because they were claiming asylum. They were following the law.
Oh God.
Claiming asylum.
So what you need to do? What you need to do, Miss Rob? What you need to do? What you need to do is just flat out say, we don't want immigrants here. That's what you and Henry and everybody else.
No, we don't want illegal.
Just say it.
Here.
Just say it.
I
say
don't
it
want illegal immigrants here.
No, you don't want.
There's a process.
Don't want immigrants.
Stand in
because
line,
there's a process.
Fill out the paperwork. You do the right goddamn thing, and then you can come in. If you are found,
you don't know.
You're come in. You stand.
You don't know. Excuse me, but you're saying what you feel. You don't.
No,
you're not saying what the law reads.
I'm saying
you're saying what you feel, but you're saying you're talking with your heart like a liberal on this issue, and you're not looking at what the law says. Okay.
What does the law say?
The law says that you can claim for asylum. You don't need to sit there and wait and twiddle your thumbs in your home of origin, your country of.
You need to describe in fucking detail exactly what you're running from.
That's right.
You need to provide proof.
That's what you
you're
feel.
Running from.
And before you come into this,
that's what you feel.
That's before you. That's the law. That's before you come in this country.
That's the goddamn law. You've got to prove you're running from something. You've got to prove you're a goddamn refugee.
All you have to do is say that you are.
I want asylum. No, you don't automatically get it. You have to prove it. You have to make sure that.
Yeah, they prove that in court. That's why they want to. They're going to prove it in court. That's why he wants to hire more judges so they can prove it in court.
Prove it in
court.
Don't
you understand?
Yeah, bullshit.
What you need to do, you and Michael Hagwood and Henry Longbreak, you just need to say that you don't want immigrants here. That's what you guys just need to do.
Well, should we say that about Trump too?
Don't want any fucking immigrants here.
Should we say it about Trump too?
Illegal.
You're anti-immigration.
Trump's wife was an immigrant.
Illegal immigrants here. Illegal fucking immigrants, Chuck. Illegal fucking immigrants. Not legal immigrants. Not those that stood in line, had their documentation, proved who the hell they were good people wanting to make a better life in this country. I want those people here. But I don't want people just moseying on across the board and say, I'm running from this. I'm running from that.
And then
and they can't prove it. And they don't have backgrounds. And they don't have IDs.
And they commit crimes and kill people and smuggle drugs over.
I don't want illegal immigrants in the United States.
No.
I will continue to say that until the day I die. I do not want illegal immigrants in the United States. 928-476-0331, 928-476-0331. I want legal immigration. Legal immigration. That means you stand in line You fill out the paperwork. You apply for a fucking visa.
You state your case, and they go case by case. If they let you in, they let you in. If they don't, then they don't.
Try again. Go back to the end of the line. Try again.
That's right.
Hire a lawyer.
Not just come
Wait
in.
a minute,
and
you can't because you already paid all your money to a coyote to get you in illegally.
It's not just let them in and figure it out later.
Even the potato understands that they're coming in illegally.
Right. He wants them in. He wants them to vote for him.
They can't. They can't vote for him because they're not legal citizens.
There's a pathway to citizenship.
What they want is to make that pathway into citizenship automatic.
Yep, so they can vote for him.
And yet we have this young lady, like the student in Georgia, who's murdered.
Yep.
From a known violent criminal who's been released time and time again.
Correct.
Deported at least once. Snuck back into the country.
Yep. Which is easy to do.
Broken more laws.
Yep.
Now the only reason he's being held is because if the governor lets him go, the people of Georgia are going to riot.
Yep. Otherwise, they'd let him go.
Otherwise, he'd be back out on the streets again.
Yep.
Without bail.
Yep.
Without supervision.
Right.
Or he'd be given a plane ticket to California.
Yep, exactly.
Exactly what other cities are doing with their fine criminals. They're getting them out of the city, send them to California, send them to Arizona, send them to someplace else. Maybe they'll have a better life out there.
With a ballot. And are they voting illegally? Yeah.
I don't know. I cannot make that claim. I will not make that claim, Henry.
I'm making it.
You can make it all you want. I will not make that claim. I cannot make that claim because I don't know. I don't know, but I do know that they're being handed the keys to the castle for free.
That's right.
Without having to do anything to earn the keys to the castle.
Making more money than I am on Social Security, which I earned.
Exactly. 928-476-0331. 928-476-0331 is the number to join in the conversation. He talked about raising taxes on the 1%, the billionaires, the billionaire corporations.
The ones that are just going to move out of the country.
That's what happened during NAFTA. During NAFTA, they had a historic rise in corporate taxes. Corporations moved out of the country. They went to Mexico. They went to China.
Facebook.
They didn't come back.
Facebook is blowing up with comments. Anyone buying this stage 5 dementia piece of shit speech tonight, he's 3 years late and $85 short.
Yep. Probably.
And a whole bunch of other stuff. And a whole bunch of other stuff. It's just blowing up right there.
It is. I'm not watching Facebook. I'm sort of watching this. One of the tweets say, anyone else listening to the State of the Union address and just making dismissive wanking gestures between rolling eyes. No offense, but the Democrats standing and sitting reminds me of the time I was dragged into a Catholic wedding.
Mm.
Oh, by the way, he says the drinking game was a bad idea, but mom didn't raise a quitter.
There you go.
And now he cares about the military. Jesus.
Yeah.
By the way, South Carolina becomes the 29th state in the nation with constitutional carry. Congratulations, South Carolina. So, yeah, it was a crappy State of the Union address. It was full of outright lies and half-truths.
Which is all a lie.
Well, a lie of omission is still a lie. But call them as you see them. Yes, the American people are here. We are vibrant. We are patriotic. Each and every one of us wants better for the next generation. Each and every one of us wants to see our children grow up. Even if they're not our children, they want to see the next generation grow up strong, proud, cared for, well-educated. I don't think you can find one person in the United States that would say, no, I don't want the kids being educated. Let me be honest. There's not one person to say that. I don't believe it for a moment. I'm sure that there are people without children who want the best for all children. But yes, there are those two out there, those very few minority that wish to subjugate children, abuse children, traffic children. Oh, which, by the way, they're doing across the border.
Yes, they are. In droves.
Offering them free flights to anywhere in the United States.
Yep.
At any time. To go anywhere.
The United States is enabling their business.
Exactly.
And I'm sure they
paid for by you.
And I'm sure they don't go through the screening that the general public.
They don't go through any screening at all. That's the problem. All they have to do is say, "My name is Jose, and I'm claiming political asylum."
Yep. Put me on the plane. They don't even look through their bags, I'm sure.
For what? I want my free cell phone and my debit card.
Right.
I want to go to New York. I want to go to Chicago. I want to go to LA. I want to go to Bullhead City, Arizona. I want to go to Phoenix. I want to go here. I want to go there. I want to go everywhere.
You're in my Joe Biden diapers.
It's amazing, Chuck, that you can call in here and say that I am against immigration. I am not against immigration.
No. And neither is Trump.
Never have been, never will be.
Trump's wife is an immigrant.
Who cares? That's esoteric. That's
they call him racist.
That's nonsense. Of course they call him a racist. They call him also a lot of other things too that aren't exactly true.
Mm-hmm.
But to sit here and tell me to my face that I am against immigration altogether, you're fucking out of your goddamn gourd.
Yep. That's typical liberal
and
logic.
I will fucking shove that right back down your throat.
Typical liberal logic.
Typical stupidity is what it is.
That's what I'm saying. That's liberal logic.
It's not liberal anything. It's just stupidity.
Okay.
It's just stupidity.
Okay.
It's trying to make a fucking point without having any kind of basis in fact.
Right.
That isn't logical by liberals or Republicans or anybody. That's just stupidity.
Miss Rob, thank you. I'm done.
You're done. Why are you done?
I'm done. I've had enough. It was very entertaining, but no, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
And I am gonna kick it. And
you getting tired, my friend?
Yeah, I'm tired.
All right. We'll end this here. Hang on a second. Hey, want to thank everybody for thank everybody for this, and definitely want to thank everybody for watching. Had a very large audience tonight.
Good.
Yeah, it was great. And we will see you Saturday.
Saturday.
For the Miss Rob Hansen radio program. Sunday for the Miss Rob Hansen radio program. Sunday for the recovery from politics. And definitely the finest hour in radio. Tri-State Recovery Talk at 6 o'clock. Oh, by the way, don't forget, time change this weekend, 2 a.m. Sunday. Anyway, go out there and make the world a better place. We will definitely see you this weekend on KTOX. Oh, where's the... here it is. Bye.
Just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen.
Avast, ye scallywags, is another pirate production.